What is happening? What is happening, gents? Good evening. Good evening. Hope you're well. I want to get some music in these live streams, but I don't know about YouTube's copyright. Because I think it'll be pretty cool if we can get some music in the background. How is everybody? I'm trialing this new lens, this new angle out. I might have another lens facing me in a different direction. Hello, I think I last messaged a few months back about my journey from 2020 that your videos helped me with. I've had a few ups and downs this year, but still pushing. Your videos really do help, dude. I'm happy to hear that, brother. I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm glad that you're still pushing. You're still striving for greatness. That's what it's all about, man. I just want to say your videos inspire me. I'm grateful towards God to be able to watch them, and I hope that one day I will meet you. Well, I appreciate the kind words, Mohammed, and God willing, man, our paths will cross, and we'll meet for sure, brother. You know, I wanted to title this live stream, Keep the Promises That You Made to Yourself. I mean, we are almost mid-May, and it's very easy to drop off and lose sight of what you envisioned for yourself this year. It's a very normal time that this happens. People just start dropping off and their goals just go down the drain. Don't be discouraged because of how long it's taking to materialize. The time will pass anyways. I'm going to say that again. Don't be discouraged by how long it's taking. The time will pass by anyways. So you might as well keep pushing. You might as well keep taking productive action towards its attainment. Whether it takes a year, 2, 3, or 4, the time will go by anyways. What you don't want is for you to never pursue your dreams because of the fear of how long it will take. Because I promise you, years down the line, you will look back at yourself with anger and frustration. Why did I not pursue it? What was I scared of? Keep it real with yourself. You know, if you're not pulling the trigger on your goals right now, why not? What's holding you back? What are you scared of? Because there's something. You're scared of something. What is it? Hey, I love the content, brother. You're helping a lot of men out there. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate that, bro. Shout out from Portugal. Thank you, Brendan. Appreciate it, man. Why is the hub so enticing? Well, I think you know the answer to that. You know, pornography is a very, very dangerous industry because of how widely accessible it is, and it exploits man's instinctual desire for women and for sex. It packages it into a short form video, which you can feast your eyes on for 5 or 10 minutes a day. Well, I say 5 or 10 minutes a day. For most men, it's over an hour at least. And it causes you to become lazy because it's right there. Why should I have to put in the effort to meet a real woman when I can just gouge my eyes at all this beauty for free without doing any work? But remember, you're not the guy in the video. You're not the one having the pleasure. You're watching. Just think about that for a second. You're watching. You're there like, oh, wow, look at him. Go on, you know. You're a cuck. And that's not really a very empowering thought, is it? Should I care about my facial bone structure as a man? I've pretty much fulfilled my genetic potential, but my bone structure is not that good. I wouldn't give a fuck, man. As long as you're not overweight or obese, then I wouldn't give a fuck. This is the way that God created you, and God doesn't make any mistakes. In an ideal world, if we could make alterations to ourselves and, change things about ourselves, I'm pretty sure, if we're being honest, most people would say, yeah, I'd change this. Maybe I'd be a little bit taller. But remember, this is how God created you. As long as it's not something that you can change. If it's something that you can change, i.e., you're fat and you need to lose some weight, well, then lose the damn weight. What do you think about Solana meme coins? I have no idea what that is. I don't really get too invested into meme coins. I mean, it's worth it maybe putting in an amount that you could afford to lose just to see what happens. But my overall strategy isn't one of investing in meme coins in general. Guys, make sure that when the videos drop that you leave a like and comment, because that helps with the algorithm to promote the videos to a newer audience. Hey, brother, I do have my course live on my site. Just go onto my site or redirect you to the course platform. And obviously, this is where I break down my approach to trading step by step. My website is alibenhariz.com. Ali, I've been watching you for a good minute. Thank you for sharing your gems in how to better myself on this journey on semen retention and leveling up. Reporting from Brooklyn, New York. Appreciate the support, brother. Thank you for commenting and being a valued member of this community, brother. Appreciate you. Evening, Ali. Where do you see this channel in 2 to 3 years, and do you plan on producing similar content? Well, I don't get too caught up in the numbers and how many subscribers and this and this. I focus on the mission, and the mission is to continue to uplift men all around the world in any way that I can. Obviously, I share my personal experience on here and also some of the things that I've learned from people over the years. And I've seen how the content has helped so many men around the world. And the goal is to continue to do that. Obviously, growing the channel will be the method to do that, by reaching more and more people. God willing, within 2 to 3 years, if we can increase the reach to hundreds of thousands of people, then that would be a good achievement. However, I do not get caught up in the numbers. I do not worry about, what if I don't have this many subscribers? No, it will take care of things. If I continue to deliver great content, it will take care of things. I am 28 years old. God willing, within a couple of weeks, I should be 29. Touching on that, Kamal, there's a quote, service to many leads to greatness. When you approach things with the mentality of servitude, you will go far. Whether you are a leader that's serving a nation that has elected you into a position of power, or a CEO of a company who's responsible for the livelihoods of 100 people, 200 people, or somebody who's looking to create content and deliver as much value as possible. How you do that is by serving. Service to many leads to greatness. Well, I look at YouTube very differently to a lot of people. This is not a side thing because of how important it is to me. But if you're talking about it in terms of, does it occupy all of my time? No. creating content probably takes about an hour of my day every day. Of course, I trade Forex in terms of a vocation. That's what I do every day. And YouTube is something more so of a passion project than it is a side hustle, Hi, Ali. Thanks for all the content and encouragement you've given. I'm trying to start good, new, healthy habits. Exercise today for the first time in years. Now I just need to be consistent. Top man. Top man. It all starts with the very first step, with the decision. You've made a decision that going forward, things would be different, that you will no longer neglect your health. So that's a great first step. Getting the first exercise done, and then the second, and then the third. And before you know it, it will just be part of who you are day to day. This is what you do. You work out, you take care of yourself. Commenting to be on Ali's Insta. So yeah, guys, as this video is described, where are you right now with the goals that you've set for yourself? Where are you? Are you on track? Let's keep it real, man. There's nothing that frustrates me more than false promises. And I was like this for many years. I was that guy who would talk about what he intended on doing, but there were no action steps to ensure that I achieve those goals that I was so busy mouthing, right? This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Okay, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop chatting shit. What are you doing in order to get closer to attaining that goal? Because, man, time goes by like this. It doesn't wait for nobody. It's now May. Next month, it'll be June, July, August, September. And before you know it, you'll be sat here, December 2024, thinking, fuck, how did this year just fly by? How did this year just fly by? And there I am, still in the same situation, still complaining. Please give me some motivation. I hate my job, military, and I've got 1.5 years left of my 3-year contract. I can't leave. I have a YouTube channel posting every day. Give me your wisdom. Well, Howard, the way I would see it is that's what you signed up for. So you're going to honor your commitment, which I'm sure you're doing anyways every single day, despite you not enjoying it. Because in life, you won't enjoy everything that you do, but you're being responsible. You're handling the commitment that you've made. And if there is a passion project which you have, which by the sounds of it is your YouTube channel, make sure you show up every single day and prove that this is something that you really want to do seriously through your actions. I said this in a video recently. Most people are happy to give an employer 8 to 9 of their best hours. But when it comes to their own passion project, when it comes to their own dreams, they piss that time down the drain. They get home, they jump into bed, they start watching movies, they start eating unhealthy shit, and the clock just ticks, and it's now 9, 10 p.m., and they're tired now, and they want to go to sleep, and they've wasted the 5 or 6 hours that they have after work, which they're supposed to, if they have grand plans and grand visions, they're supposed to utilize that free time to build their dream. So right now, I would say to you, brother, if creating content is a dream of yours, show up every single day. Learn as much about it as possible. Don't overthink the beginning. I say this to people all the time, especially when it comes to content creation. Don't overthink the initial steps, the initial first few weeks. Just get as many videos out there as possible. And then, of course, over time, you can refine the process and tweak it and improve it. But right now, prove to yourself that this is something that you want through your actions. It's great that you're doing it every day, but I want to know if you're still doing it in 6 months. I've coached people before when it comes to content creation, and they're very excited about the process and about posting videos every day. And at the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I'll really be impressed if you're still posting 6 months from now, because I don't fall for the, well, Ali, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Okay, cool. Let's see. 6 months from now, let's see if you're still posting. That's a one-off payment, brother. Lifetime access. Yo, Ali, I think you need to work on your thumbnails and title to get more views. Well, that is an objective, actually. I'm in talks at the moment to get somebody to design new thumbnails for me. I want to create a more cozy environment as well for the videos. I don't know if you guys like this angle. I feel like it shows more of the room instead of just a blank wall behind me. Obviously, I'll hide some of the cables and stuff in the background, but I want to create a nice vibe. Maybe I'll have something going on here as well. So we'll see. I got the sunset lamp going here. Everyone's been asking about the sunset lamp. I've got the 300 SL going right there. New coffee machine for the podcast. I can't have a podcast called Coffee and Takes and not have a nice coffee machine, right? So I'm looking for a sponsor now for the coffee machine for the beans. I like my beans strong, my roast dark. So if anybody knows someone who manufactures coffee beans or has a coffee bean company, let me know. Did you ever get a new car? Since you said the last time your old car was in a crash. I did. So my Jaguar XJ long wheelbase was totaled, as you guys say in the US, was written off completely back in November last year, which was a damn shame. I love that car. And then I bought another car, which I haven't had much luck with either. It's another Jaguar XJ. But this time around, this one has wiring issues. So the headlights turn on by themselves after the car's off. Just turns on by itself. And I thought, what the fuck is going on? I was sleeping, and then outside I noticed there was a bright light because my window just shone bright. I was like, it can't be the fucking morning already. And then I look outside and my headlights are on, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? And then I press the lock button on my key and the headlights turn off. And then half an hour later, the same thing happens again. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So it turns out there's a wiring issue. So it's been at the garage now for the last 2 months. Can you imagine? 2 months. They gave me a courtesy car. I'm driving a Land Rover right now. But, it is what it is, eh? Guys, this is an exclusive. I'm also working on a communication course, which will be released very, very soon. How you can communicate effectively to get the life that you want, the woman that you want, the job that you want. So I'm recording step-by-step video tutorials to break down the importance of great communication, what it will do for you, how to approach it. So I will announce that fully once it's released. Should I continue listening to gangster hip-hop if I work in sales? Look, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, man. What's wrong with listening to hip-hop? Nothing's wrong with it. I'm not some spiritual guru who, is levitating above you and thinks that he has the remedy for life. No, I'm just someone who's sharing his 2 cents on a few different things. But man, fuck it, man. Music is music. It's fun. Enjoy the music, man. Hey, Ali, what would you say are your top 3 books? Well, conveniently, I've got a book right here, right now, which I'm really enjoying. I wouldn't say it's a top 3, but it's a great book. The One Thing by Gary Keller. I spoke about it in a recent video that I uploaded. Fantastic book. But, Way of the Superior Man is a brilliant book. Think and Grow Rich, fantastic book. The Power of the Subconscious Mind, fantastic book. I'm also looking to read this as well, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. So I've got is this the condensed version? I don't think so. It might be, actually. So great book as well. But I told you guys I'm no longer a book whore. I used to be in my early 20s, just buying books because I was a fucking slut for a good book, right? But my life wasn't improving. I just knew a lot of shit about a lot of shit, but I wasn't any better. And that's something that's scary to me, to be in a position where I just know a bunch of shit, but my life ain't getting better. So what's important for me is to ensure that theory never outweighs action. Theory is important. I'm not denying the importance of learning and acquiring new information. That's very important. But what's far more important is the application of the theory. So the 80-20 principle is a principle which I live by now. It's not always set in stone, 80-20. Sometimes it's 90-10. Sometimes it's 70-30. But the majority of the time should be used in actually doing the thing. And the rest of the time should be spent on brushing up on the theory, sharpening the axe time. So don't get caught up in just buying books for the sake of buying. I read 4 books a week. Okay. You've been doing that for a year now. What's different? Were you also involved in NoFap? I'm in South Africa. Well, look, it's a lifestyle. It's not something that you do for 30 days or a challenge that you do in November. No, it's something that you do forever. You adopt the identity of a man who does not reward himself with short-term pleasure, but rather seeks long-term fulfillment. It's much better to fuck a real woman in a relationship that you're madly in love with than to sit there crouched in front of your computer at night with 25 tabs open and then busting nuts all over yourself, okay? One is far superior to the other. So adopt the identity that I am not a man who rewards himself with trivial short-term pleasures. I don't drown my dopamine receptors with pixelated content. No, I instead work on myself as a man. And I go out and I meet a real woman who I'm attracted to, who I can fall in love with and have a fulfilling relationship with. Christopher, I have indeed. I have indeed. Feminine energy is a beautiful thing. It is. And ultimately, you don't want to be rusty. You don't want to be someone who's so distant from women that even the idea of taking a woman out for a coffee scares the fuck out of you. You shouldn't. And on the subject of dates, remember this, gentlemen. Fun is where you are. Because a lot of guys are so nervous about taking a woman out on a date and they're thinking about what's going to impress her. No, that's not the approach you should take. Go somewhere that you want to go to and tell her to come along. That's the best approach. So if I've really wanted to try a restaurant for a long time, I may tell a girl to come with me. And if she comes with me, and let's say we don't meet eye to eye, I don't feel the chemistry, whatever, great, cool. I had a nice meal. I don't see it as a loss, and I pay for the damn bill, which is very important. Okay, I don't want you guys to have a scarcity mindset of, Ali, I took her out on a date, but I didn't like her, so I told her to pay half. Look, this isn't the channel for this shit. I don't do this bullshit. You pay for the whole bill as a man. Don't live in scarcity. Don't say, oh, well, I didn't like her, so why should I have to? You're a man. It was your idea to take her out. You pay for the damn bill. And if you can't afford to pay $40, $50, $60, well, then you're not ready to meet a woman. And I talked about this in a recent video that I made. Pay for the entire bill. Okay. Now, one thing I would say is that I personally don't like women that set conditions for me on what the date should be before I've taken him out. Because, you know, I've had experiences like that where a girl would say, I want you to take me here, you know, and I don't do coffee dates. And one girl said this to me once. She said, I don't do coffee dates before I even suggested where we should go. She said, just to let you know, I don't do coffee dates. I was like, who the fuck? I was like, who do you think you are? I didn't say that to her, but at the back of my mind, I was like, what? You can obviously guess what happened. I didn't take her out. Ali, I want to get to 500,000 subscribers by next year, but my belief is 50% that I'll do it. How do I fix this? Well, look, man, the way you build belief is by taking action. Action will ultimately lead to results, which leads to the belief, which leads to more action, which leads to more results, which leads to more belief. It's a triangle. It keeps on going. Now, if you don't even have a single video uploaded on your channel right now, then you're not going to have the belief. I'm just going to keep it real. You need evidence that this could go somewhere. You get that evidence by creating, by producing. Absolutely, Ali. I can't believe I lived like that. I had no idea I was under the illusion that I was releasing anxiety and stress. Would you say wearing a slicked down, greasy side part with a clean shave might be considered dated today? I don't give a fuck what people think, man. I really don't, man. I don't live my life in fear of other people's opinions. I really don't. Now, obviously, you've got to be aware of how you look, and you've got to make sure you present yourself in the best possible way. You know, but a good slick back hairstyle, obviously, it has to also match your facial structure as well. For some guys, it may not suit them as well as others, but give it a go. You know, I had all kinds of haircuts in my late teens, early 20s, until I figured out that, you know what, this kind of look that I've got right now is my favorite. It's my favorite look. I had the long hair up to here, if you guys remember back in the day, right? I had the skin fades. I had it all, man. But this look that I have right now is the look that I enjoy the most. Now, there's going to be someone who may be watching me right now thinking, Ali, this doesn't suit you. The long hair suits you better, or shorter hair suits you better. But I don't live my life for people, and neither should you. This book is called The One Thing by Gary Keller. Thank you for the consistent uploads lately, Ali. I've been helping me to keep getting at it. Love from Zimbabwe, all the way from Zimbabwe. Lovely, lovely. Keep it up, Ryan. Keep up the consistency, brother. It's lovely to see. None of my friends believe that I'll hit 500K. I like the odds stacked against me. It's this undergoing desire to prove everyone wrong. Let me ask you a question, brother. How many subscribers do you have right now? How many do you have right now? Do you wear braces or belts under your suit jackets and sports coats? No, I don't wear... Well, I mean, it depends. If I'm wearing casual trousers, then I might wear a belt. But my suits, most of them fit me well around the waist, so I don't wear a belt with them. Nothing, man. Hardly any. 267 subscribers. I'm a small fish right now. Well, listen, brother. I wouldn't set a goal like 500K. And it's not because it's not possible. It is. But I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, because you're on 267 subscribers right now. I don't want you to feel 8 months down the line when you're on 2,000 subscribers that this isn't worth it anymore and quit. Because that's what a lot of people do. They set a huge goal, which, you know, it's nice. It's important to believe that you can achieve something big. But set smart goals. Okay? Smart goals. This way you don't overwhelm yourself when you're not near achieving the goal. And then when you get to 100,000 subscribers, then you can think about 250 and then 500, right? But you've got to go out there right now and just create as much as possible. I said this to a friend recently who's been making YouTube videos. I told him, don't even question the process until you've posted for at least 1,000 days. In fact, I want to show you guys something, okay? I think, you know, this will further cement how I'm a product of what I preach, right? Let's open. Okay, look at this. Look what it says, guys. It's been 735 days since you first joined the YouTube Partner Program. Here's a well-earned high five to celebrate all your hard work on YouTube. Over the next few months, we're going to send some little treats as a thank you for your efforts. Keep an eye on your inbox and to disable them, right? Can you guys see me or is it frozen? Let me turn this off. Am I frozen or am I still here? Okay, and then it's the animations. Did you guys see that? Or do I need to do that again? All right, I'm back here. I'm back. Did you see the email? Did you see the email or no? Okay. Let's do this again. This time, hopefully, he won't do it. Great job, Ali Ben-Hariz. It's been 735 days since you first joined the YouTube Partner Program. Here's a well-earned high five to celebrate all your hard work on YouTube. Over the next few months, we're going to send some little treats as a thank you for your efforts. Keep an eye on your inbox and YouTube Studio messages. Now, why am I showing you this? Why am I showing you this? Am I showing you this to brag? No. But I want you to focus on the number, 735 days. And it's been more now because that email was sent a few days ago, right? 735 days. Now, a lot of people have said things like, well, you know, I would have quit by now, Ali, because, you know, you're not on 100K or 1 million. First of all, that means you're doing it for the wrong reasons. But also, you have to have a good relationship with time. I've spoken about this countless times on my videos. You must have a great relationship with time. I am here for the long run, which is why I've been at it right now for well over 735 days. And by the way, this is when I got monetized 735 days ago. I was uploading for a good year before that. So that means we're talking over 1,000 days. 1,000 days of pretty much consistent uploads. I mean, there was a period of time where I was doing a video every day for almost 2 years straight. So I want you to adopt the mentality of, okay, I'm going to do this as long as it fucking takes. I'm going to keep going at it as long as it fucking takes. I'm not here for a season. There's a saying, right? If you don't have a strong reason, you're only here for a season. I have a strong reason, which is why I haven't quit, which is why I'm still making the videos. But there are plenty of people out there who are doing this for surface level reasons. Oh, I want to make a lot of YouTube money. Well, then you won't be in this for a very long time because most people don't get paid for a good time on YouTube. I think your issue is providing long-form content in a short attention span world. Well, Rahul, I actually disagree with that because there are people that will happily watch the long-form content. And I know what my target market is. I know that it's somebody who's seeking improvement and will sit down and listen to a 20-minute video as he's working or as he's driving. When you really want to improve, you'll listen. Now, there are people, of course, that will only consume short form content, of course. But if someone doesn't have the patience to sit down and watch a 10-minute video, then they're going to struggle to win at anything. And in fact, this book actually will help you with this. The one thing, this will help you. I shouted at my girlfriend for the very first time since we met. I've been with her for 2.5 years. I love her. Don't know what to do. Well, apologize. You know, tell her, sweetheart, it was out of character for me to shout at you like that. I do apologize. I was very frustrated. I shouldn't have done that. Apologize. Doesn't make you weak. Doesn't make you a beta male. I appreciate the kind words, Christopher. I mean, everybody has their own approach to this game. You know, I have a lot of respect for a lot of these guys. You know, I'm not competing with them. Ali, where can I send you a video I made for you? You can send it on Instagram, Ali_Ben-Hariz. I'm currently living in a small town in Ireland. I travel a lot, and a guy approached me wanting to know what I was doing. So I told him, and now he is on Seaman Retention Day 35, and he loves it, and he's flying. Okay. Hamza just spoke about how long-form videos perfectly fit his target audience, and it's the same for you, Ali. Well, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, someone might look at my channel and think, 20,000. Surely he should have 500,000 or 1 million. But I know a lot of YouTubers who have massive audiences, but their engagement is terrible. And that's because the audience that they attracted are perhaps only there for short-form videos, because that person uploaded shorts, you know, catchy shorts. My approach is different. So although someone might look at my channel and think, well, he's only got 20,000, I see it as a strong army of 20,000 men who are serious about their self-development, about their self-improvement, who share a similar outlook on life to me, who love learning, acquiring new information, who want to be the best man that they can be, the best husband, the best brother, the best son. If you are on a good track in life, would it be possible to just take a break from self-improvement and just enjoy the ride from the acceleration you made? Well, look, man, breaks are encouraged. I used to look at breaks in a very negative way. I'll be honest, in my late teens, early 20s, I was consuming a lot of this toxic hustle culture content. And the reason why I find it toxic is because all it promotes is just work, 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 work. No, you need time to kick back and relax. You do, to recharge, to think of new ideas. That's very important. And look, if you're a man who has a family, you've got kids, you have a wife, you need to block out time for them. You don't want to be that guy who is never around for his wife and kids, and then a decade later, when his wife files for a divorce and the kids go with the mum, that's when you have your awakening moment. No, you don't want to be that guy. Be present in your wife's life, in the life of your kids. Be the best possible father that you can be. As Jim Rohn said, when you work, work, and when you play, play. Don't mix the two. Don't work and play. Don't play at work. So breaks are absolutely encouraged. You can't be 24/7 Mr. Hustle. You can't. It's not realistic. And if anything, if you're always working, the reality is you're probably not being productive. If you have to work every hour of the day, you're probably not being productive. Because really, all you need is a maximum of 4 hours of deep work a day. Maximum. And I say maximum because not every task requires a lot of time. Not every task does. And if you're spending a lot of time on a certain task, try and think of how you can do it more effectively to reduce the amount of time it takes. Productive work is far more important than just active work. A lot of people mistake movement for progress. They think that just because they're doing a lot, it means that they're getting a lot done. No, far from the truth. There's people out there that you look at and you think, fuck you now, man, this guy always is on holiday. He's always doing this. How does he do it? Does he ever work? A lot of these guys have systems in place to ensure that they work very efficiently. If they can automate something, they'll automate it. Now, does that mean that you can just set everything on automation and then never work a day in your life again? No, I don't believe in that. You know, it's still important to get your hands dirty and actually put in physical hours into something. But at the same time, if there's a way you can make the process more efficient, then do that. Well, gents, I will be heading off to the gym. For those of you that want to look into the day trading course, it's on my website, alibenhariz.com. If you want to book a coaching call with me as well, all the details on my website. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I will be going live more often. If you want to email me, it's contact@alibenhariz.com. Okay. Thanks very much, gents. Appreciate your time. And I will see you in the next live. Take care.